This is one of the cheapest meals I make, and it tastes like it should cost way more, but I'm going to show you the little tricks that are going to make it work. Let's do it. This is a dish called Pad Kra Pao. It's a dish from Thailand. This is literally like street food, and it's so freaking delicious. It's going to blow your mind. Typically you'd use like a bird-eyed chili instead of a jalapeno. I like jalapeno, a little bit lesser heat. My kids do eat this one, so that's why I do it like that. Tons of garlic. I got 5 cloves going in. Depending on how hot you want this, you can go in with the whole seeds, stems, everything of the jalapeno. I do want it spicy, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take out any of the ribs or the seeds. I like this dish to be really spicy. And this is like 1 medium shallot. This isn't traditional. I'm going to do this very differently, but kind of in the realm of the same, if that makes sense. It's basically just like a ground pork mince dish with some veg that we're cooking down, a beautiful sauce, and it's so inexpensive, especially if you can get pork on sale. Like I got this pork, this was $2 a pound. Into the blender we go. Done. I'm going with a little bit of liquid fish sauce. I can never open this, so I just bite it. A couple glugs of fish sauce, maybe like a teaspoon, just to help blend this. Do you guys at home like pick up your blender and shake it, like the whole base and everything? That's what I do. We got this, it's like blended down to a pulp. This is exactly how I want it. Get yourself a pan. I'm gonna go medium heat. We got our sofrito thing. We got our pork, an egg. I think I got a carton for like $1.89. So what's that? Divide that by 12. Carry the 2. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not even thinking about how much an egg costs. My editor is gonna put it on screen for me. While that pan is preheating, let's make a sauce. It is fish sauce, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and oyster sauce. It's just 4 ingredients here, but they're all gonna be the same by volume. I'm gonna go with 1 tablespoon of each. 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of regular soy sauce or light soy sauce. If you got light soy sauce too, that would work better here. And this is gonna be 1 tablespoon of some fish sauce. Do not leave this out. This is where all the flavor comes from. And that's it, that's my sauce. Pan, how are we doing? Perfect. This is avocado oil, just like a tablespoon. Then we got our sofrito that we're just gonna fry off, right? All that flavor, all that garlic, all that jalapeño. There's a full garlic clove that never got crushed up. He survived. We're just gonna gently cook that off. Nothing crazy. While that's frying off, I'm just gonna pluck some basil. I like a lot of basil in this dish. The more, the better. I just think it adds such a nice depth of flavor, herbaceousness, and it wilts away into like nothing. I think I'm gonna do this whole bag of basil. Like, why not? This is like 4 or 5 bunches here. How much does basil cost? Got it from my friend's garden, so free. That's coming up nice and toasty and good now. Perfect. Gonna go in with my pork. Boom, just like that. Just gonna mix that ground pork with that sofrito. It's definitely not called sofrito in Thailand. I don't know what they call it, but I'm just looking to fry this off. I am gonna up the heat a little bit because I want this to get like crispy and craggly and like delicious. And I'm not gonna season it, not gonna do any salt, not gonna do any pepper, because this, with the soy and the fish sauce, it is so salty already. While that is going, while we're waiting for the pork, let's do some rice. Wash your rice. Don't be nasty. Always wash your rice. And it also helps with the end product. You're washing off all that starch with my fingertips, work it and mix it up, and see how that water is running starchy and cloudy. I will rinse it until it runs nice and clear. I work in this restaurant. I work next to a Filipino, and he was the one that taught me how to do rice. Look at that. Water's running nice and clear now. So there's a little line. Everybody's got that little knuckle line. When I rest my finger on top of the rice, the water needs to come up to that line. That will ensure you have the most perfect, delicious rice. We put it on the stove. We're going to crank the stove up to max. We're gonna wait until that bubbles. When it bubbles, we'll put a lid on it. We'll bring it down to a simmering low for 15 minutes, and you have the most perfect rice. Look at this, we let this pork alone, and it's had time to adhere to that pan, and it's getting those round, crumbly bits. We're developing all that fond on the bottom of that pan, and when we pour our sauce in, it's gonna help us deglaze all that flavor. I'm just gonna go ahead and mince this down, and I'm going to turn the heat down on the pork while I wait for that rice to come up to a boil. Oh, you know what? Now's the perfect time too to season the water. The rice is gonna be absorbing all that water. Like, why not season it? Come on, a little salt, even a little kiss of pepper. Sometimes I put a little turmeric in there and then makes the rice kind of yellow. Definitely gonna put in some garlic, a little smashed garlic, get some aromatic. The water is boiling. Bring it right down to a simmer or a low. Give it a stir. Sure, none of that rice is sticking on the bottom. And it shouldn't be that sticky to the bottom because you washed your rice. Put a lid on it, 15 minutes on low. We'll pull it off. We'll let it sit for 5 minutes covered still. Nice and sticky and delicious. Come on, put it off to the side, let it sit for 5 minutes. This is going, we're letting this get crispy. I'm gonna go into my sauce soon to deglaze. I'm gonna just turn the heat up a little bit, just a touch past medium. We got our sauce here sitting. Feel this like fond here. I'm gonna use this to deglaze. Toss that pork in this delicious sauce. That's perfect. This sauce is kind of just like a coating. It's just supposed to coat the meat. Scrape all those fondy bits off the bottom. And once that pork has soaked up that sauce, I'm gonna go in with all of this basil. Seems like a lot, but it's going to wilt down, remember? Basil's kind of wilted down. I know you thought that that was a lot of basil, but honestly, it's not. You let this pan come up to temp. When you're cooking on stainless steel pan to make it non-stick, a little bit of water. See when it like beads up. If it sizzles and evaporates, pan's not hot enough. We want the water to kind of like bead up and glide around. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. Let's check it again one more time. See it now how the water is kind of just like beaded up and it like glides around. It's not going anywhere. That's how you know the pan is ready. A little bit of neutral oil. Fry that egg. Nice sticky rice. Get that garlic out of there. Got our pork and our basil. Good amount of that. Go on top with our fried egg. Can finish just a little bit of cilantro or some green onion, whatever you like. For me, I put maybe a little bit of sriracha, a little hot sauce. But that's it. That's my Pad Kra Pao. That is a meal under $3 to run through it. Cup of rice, some pork, 1 jalapeno, some garlic, 1 egg, some sauces, and some basil that I got for free in my friend's garden. I think I nailed it. I'm excited to eat this one. Here we go. Let's see how we did. Piece of egg, some of that rice, some of that pork. This is insanely good. There's so many depths of flavor on this one. I cannot even begin to describe. The saltiness rounded out so nicely with that fatty pork, the buttery egg, that oyster sauce, that fish sauce, those depths of flavors from the soy. Like, it just works so well together. And I really, really hope you make this one because it's absolutely fantastic. It's fast, it's easy, delicious, it's packed with flavor. So let me know, like, comment, subscribe. This is so good. It's like comfort food on steroids. And you know what else is even more comforting? Some homemade dumpling soup, which you can check out right here. And let me know if you make this one, please. Honestly, let me know if you do a different variation of it. And you don't have to do rice, you can do noodles, you can do ramen, would be even more inexpensive than the rice.